guys, this is Kari from Tone Wars. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We're really excited to hang out with you and to have you be part of our community. If you like what you see here, here's a couple ways you can support the channel. We always appreciate Super Chats very much, but here's a couple other ways you can support the channel and get something in return other than just content. If the Super Chat feature doesn't work for you, or if you're watching after the live stream, Jarrod's PayPal account link is listed below. Any donation of any amount is greatly appreciated. Since the show is sponsored in part by Motor City Guitar, we've included an affiliate link below. By clicking the link below, everybody wins. You're getting a great deal on some awesome equipment, you're supporting a store that has tons of inventory and great customer service, and you're supporting Tone Wars. And on top of all of that, if you live outside of the state of Michigan, whenever you buy anything from Motor City Guitar, you don't pay any sales tax. And last but certainly not least, you can visit our website at tonewars.com. The link is below. There you will find some awesome KEMPER profile packs with the tone and feel guitar players love. You will also find presets for the very popular HELIX, HX Effects, HX Stomp, and Pod Go. Alright, the show's about to begin. We look forward to hanging out with you, so grab your favorite drink and join us in the live chat.
Welcome to Tone Wars.
Hey, hey! Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday Night Edition. I'm Kari, and this is Jarrod.
What's up, guys? Thanks for being here.
Yes.
Sorry we're a few minutes late. Oh, wow, we are like mega late.
We're not mega late. Oh,
7:14.
Well,
sheesh. Sorry.
You just had to go do the things.
Yeah, we had a lot to do today, so... Yeah, sound checking has become quite the chore around here. We got to figure out a better way to do that.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
It's called saving it, and it doesn't save for some reason.
I checked out. I'm like, you just go do it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of taking my in-ears in and out, in and out.
Sound check, and I don't get to practice or warm up. It's just all sound checking.
Yep.
And we save stuff, and for some reason, when we save it from last time to this time, everything changes. I don't know what the deal is.
All work and no play.
Yeah.
Makes Jarrod no fun.
That's right. A little edgy tonight.
Let's say hi. Yeah, 7:05. Mike Jacobs. Hello, happy Sunday.
What's up? Sorry to keep you waiting, sir.
Jay Croft. What's up, players?
What's up, playa?
What's up, playa?
What's up, Jay? How you doing, man?
It's
Jay's been painting today.
Yeah, painting at the house.
Yep.
Making it look good.
Looks good, too.
Sean Casey.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Jeffrey Blanco. Hello. Hope you and everyone have a great Sunday.
What's going on, Jeffrey? How you doing?
I kind of gave him an Irish accent there. Have a great Sunday.
Have a great Sunday.
Oh, let's see. Paul Smith. Just waiting for Kari and Jarrod for the fun to begin.
What's up, Paul? I had a good hang with Paul just the other day.
Just the other day.
Yeah, we had, what did we have? We had sushi. Sushi and guitar riffs. That's what we had.
Mm-hmm. Did you do guitar riffs, or did he have guitar riffs?
Paul was doing most of the riffing. Yeah.
You're doing the switching.
I was doing the switching. I did some.
Yeah.
It's fun, though.
Nice. Glad you guys had fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Hutch. Hi, Hutch.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man?
Steve Evenchek. Gravel Rocks.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Dean Harkness. What's up, guys?
What's up, Dean?
What's up?
Good to see you, man.
Jeffrey Blanco says, I'm here early. I like the intro track a lot. Oh, thanks.
Oh.
It's a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yeah, I did that a couple years ago now. Has it been a couple years?
Like flying.
Yeah, it literally, like, when I went to the studio to do that, I was just like, I just want to do something simple. I just did that, and then I just noodled over it. I'm like, yeah, that's good enough.
And shabam, we have an intro.
There you go. I'm glad you like it, though.
Acoustic is here.
Hey.
Jamar is here.
Jamor.
Jamar. Sounds better when I say it.
Yeah, it does.
You do it. Jamar.
Jamor.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Let's see. Jim Bob Dwayne. Jim Bob DeWayne.
Jim Bob DeWayne.
He is here.
What's going on?
Happy Sunday, Jim Bob.
What's happening, man?
Steve Shaheen just entered.
Cheers, buddy.
Happy Sunday.
What's going on, Steve?
Oh, yeah, here. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to you as well.
Have some Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet whiskey.
Mm.
Or bourbon.
Man,
Bullet.
this stuff's good.
Yep.
I haven't had any Bullet in a while.
Just straight up. No, you keep
Yeah.
mixing it with stuff.
Keep mixing it.
Mm-hmm. Divided by time. Studios. What? Stu Pidaso? Pidaso in the house.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Stu Pidaso in house. I heard that that's a Gen X thing.
Oh,
In
yeah?
the house.
In the
I
house?
say it all the time, but that would make sense because
Yeah.
I'm Gen X.
Yeah, we're Gen Xers.
There's these, they're parents, but they do parodies to music, you know, that, like, show the difference between, what do they call the young ones now? They're not millennials, because millennials are in their, like, 30s now, right?
Gen Z. Gen Z.
Yeah, all the differences between the three generations and
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah, they're kind of funny.
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called, but
Don't
they
get
were
me
just,
started.
right, they were just, going through saying that if you say into house or you know what that means, you might be a Gen Xer. Well, thanks. That was good. I appreciate the, you just totally ignored that. You're like, whatever, Kari.
Sorry.
Just left me hanging on that.
Sorry. I'm a little off tonight because, like, literally, sound check was like me jumping out of this chair like 15 times and getting stuff right, so didn't even have a chance to warm up or nothing. It was all about sound checking. So, yeah, tonight's going to be interesting when we perform because I could totally have a train wreck situation on my hands.
Bernard Fossage. Fosh. Ooh, how do you say your last name? Fossage. Foshage. Is it Fossage? Or Fossage? Say it. Try to say it.
We'll go with Fossage.
Fossage. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know.
My ears are ringing from turning up the Friedman earlier. Yes.
Ah. Hell yeah, man.
Been there.
That's what it's about.
Steve Avenchek says, tell us about the Rev story.
Okay.
You had a Rev... Wait. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's on its way to the repair.
Repair
It's on its way to Rev to get repaired. All right, so here's what happened.
Fossage.
Fossage. Oh,
yes.
okay. So here's what happened. It was on its way. It got here on Monday, and I got home from work, plugged it in. Sounded freaking awesome. I'm like, oh my god! And she was on her way over to practice, so we actually practiced. We did a whole practice that night with it, and I was like, man, this thing's great, you know. And I started dialing it in.
He was so excited. Typically, we'll talk for the last few minutes while I'm on my way, just like run down for the night. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
What do you want to eat? And he's like, I just want to let you go. I got to get it out of my system. I got to play this thing.
I got to play it, so I'll talk to you when you get here.
Okay.
She's like, all right. So it was awesome. It sounded great. Everything was great about it. And but on her way over, I had a power flicker in the house. I had some weird brownout situation, and it didn't shut everything off, but a lot of things shut off and turned back on really quick. And it happened like 3 times in a row. And I'm like, within like 10 seconds of each other. And I found you know, by the time I got over to shut the amp off, it was right here. I shut it off, and I was like, all right, we're good, you know. Hopefully it didn't hurt anything. So we did our practice session, you know, power stabilized, and we had our practice session. Everything worked fine. But see, I used it through the aux. I didn't use any other features. I used it through the cab and the aux box. You know, so then it came time to hook it up for Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
And yeah, Wednesday night. And
Wednesday night.
Yeah, so
Young men.
so I hooked it up Wednesday night, and through its own you know, direct out, which is the 2 notes feature. And I think what happened, because it didn't work, it gave me this horrible noise, and I got all these weird noises, and one of the lights on the amp was shining so bright it looked like it was going to drill a hole through me. When I switched over to it, I was like, what the hell's going on? So it turned out, I think what happened was the power out fried the chip. But not the amp, but the chip in the amp. Or something. I don't know. Something got goofed up in it. either way, I emailed Rev because they were closed. And Dan Trudeau got back to me like within a minute of me emailing, and I thought that was really cool of him because it's after hours. So he called me immediately, and we talked about the issue. And so basically, it was just one of those things where it was like, well, I can't go live with this amp tonight. There's just no way. It's just too unstable because of what happened to it. So he said, go ahead and pack it up and send it to us, and we'll get it figured out and send it back. So that's what happened. I mean, it all happened literally a half an hour before I went live. I was like, I can't, I sound checked the amp. It was perfect. And as soon as I switched over to the two-note stuff, it just went haywire on me. So I think the chip got zapped. So I think that's what it was, So we'll find out. They'll let me know. They're an excellent company, and they took care of it immediately. Sent me a return label. I sent it over, and it should be there in the next day or two. And they'll fix it and have it back to me as soon as possible, and I will go live with it. And the thing is just so you guys know, I don't post anything in the group or in the community section or live streams or anything until I've already tested the product, and make sure it works. Because I don't want to do that. Like, oh, it's, tomorrow night this, and then it doesn't work. I tested it before I posted, but I didn't test the two-notes part. But then again, I didn't know that, the power brownout, whatever crap happened that would affect it or not. So, anyway, we'll find out.
Jeffrey Blanco says, did the Rev work through a regular speaker cabinet? So basically just the two-notes chips fried.
Exactly. But the two-notes chip operates other things. It operates the MIDI memory, and it operates a couple other things on the amp too. So so when the chip fried, all the MIDI controls that I programmed into the amplifier were hit and miss. They weren't doing them all the time. So the chip was acting really erratic. And yeah, it was just one of those things. I will say, though, programming that amp was very easy. Like, it was all first try, no big deal, super easy. I mean, it was like nothing to program. It was the easiest MIDI programming I've ever done in my life. So that was cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to showing you guys this amp. I mean, seriously, when I heard of
it sounded amazing. It was very, very cool. Wow.
Yeah. And my biggest concern was I didn't know if I'd like the purple channel, because the purple channels I played in the past are good, but they weren't my taste. You know what I mean? They were a little they just didn't have enough bigness, not enough balls, and I just wanted something to have more balls, more gain, and more fullness. And I was worried about that on this amplifier, but holy crap. The purple channel on that amp is about as good of a rhythm and even borderline lead channel as you can get. It's so good. I can't wait to play it.
Jeffrey says, it seems you released the magic smoke from those icy chips, and the two notes feature the amp.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like, one of the lights in the amp was so bright. One of the indicator lights for the aggression, it's blue. There's blue aggression and red aggression. The blue light was so freaking bright, I thought it was going to drill a hole in me. I was like, whoa. And I was telling Dan, I was like, is that some kind of fault light? He's like, no, that's not normal, man. He's like, yeah, just send it in, and we'll take care of it. So it's nothing Rev did wrong. It's literally a brownout thing that I think did it. So Rev's an excellent company. So
I just wanted to say good morning to Helix Cabana Boy and Jim Sieben. How are you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
And then we got a super chat from Dean Harkness along with a request.
Uh-oh.
He wants to hear Arnold is angry at the power company.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. We have a little sip of courage here before I... So Arnold's angry at the power company?
Arnold's angry at the power company.
DTE Energy! Scroll you! You killed my Rev! I had it here, I had it all hooked up, I even got it from the chopper and I hooked it up and it sounded amazing! And the purple channel was beastly, it was so awesome! I liked it, my biceps got huge just from playing the purple channel! And the red channel was even more gargantuan, it was so big! And then you screwed me with the brownout! Screw you, power company! I'm not paying my bill for at least 1 year because you owe me big time, and you all the people that wanted to watch the show that night. I can't stand you. What did you say?
I said they owe you like $1,300.
Yes.
More than that.
Yeah. Steve Venchek, nice sandals. Yeah, I went a little casual today with the shoe, the footwear.
Boy, you phoned it in, didn't you?
I totally phoned it. I got a sweatshirt on and my casual shoes, but I wore lipstick. So.
Well, that just makes up for everything, doesn't it?
Yes. Man, when it was time to get ready for the show tonight, I was like, I don't want to go put my makeup on. I don't want to do it. I just want to be comfy. So I went in the middle.
Yeah, you went in the middle.
Steve Shaheen says, that rev sounded amazing. I kind of want one now. Oh, boy.
Oh, it's a great amp.
You guys got to stop hanging out.
Yeah, dude, yeah, Steve, actually, yeah, Steve actually played it too. So it sounded great when he was here. It did. It just sounded awesome, man. We had to make some adjustments for Steve because we have different pickups, and it was really interesting how versatile the amp is. So as soon as Steve plugged into it, we had to change a few things, which is expected. Everybody's pickups and tastes are different, but it was like amazing how responsive the amp was and how it was easily acclimated both of our guitars and playing styles. I mean, that amp is stupid. It's really good. I should probably warm up with something in a minute here, because...
Shred Ain't Dead. Thoughts on the diesel VHX?
Oh, yeah, the VHX. I mean, boy, is that a... It's a $5,000 amp, so it better be good, right? I mean, it's got all the effects and all the different stuff in it. Different amp... I think it's got, like... Does it have all their amps in it or something like that? All their channels? Something like that. I almost went with that, but I was like, man, that might be a little much for me. I'm not saying that it's not a good thing to buy, but for me, I have an effects unit here on the floor, the Helix, so I was just kind of like, I'll go with that. But I think they just wanted to make a mothership that would just take care of everything. Like, not only do you have your amp, but you have all your effects too, so you're good, you know. And I think you know, if you love diesel, and you really have to love that stuff, that brand and the sound and everything, for you to commit that much money to an amp with all the effects. But if you love it, go get it, man.
Shred Ain't Dead also asked, will you ever feature a Soldano amp on the channel?
I did.
That's right.
Yeah. Remember?
Let's see. Shred Ain't Dead. It has all their amps in one. It's basically a 48-channel diesel amp.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I actually, thanks to Jeff Cornell, he let me use his Soldano 100. Yeah, the new one.
You have to search for it.
Yeah, it was on a Sunday night we did it, wasn't it? Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, it was a Sunday night show that we did with it, and yeah, it was.
If you search
fun.
for it, the name will be in the title for sure.
Yep, it's in there, and it was several months ago. Was it last summer?
It's been a minute.
I think it was like middle of last summer or so, somewhere around there that we did it.
All right.
Yep, never thought I'd have an opportunity to do that, man. That was insane.
You have some really great subscribers.
Oh, I do.
That are becoming friends.
Yes.
Super kind and generous and...
Yeah, they're the best, man.
Support the channel.
It's great meeting people and getting to know everybody. It's just been really awesome, man. It really has been. I wouldn't change a thing. Yeah. You know?
Speaking of supporting the channel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I have to go. I have to get I started doing it today, but I got to look into it further.
Well, you started doing it yesterday.
Yeah.
And then it seemed like it had changed on you, so we looked at it today.
Yeah. So Patreon. So we're going to do, I'm going to start a Patreon. It's not really something that I'm good at is asking for money. I don't, you know, I grew up in a home where it was like, hey, can I have $10 to, you know, to do whatever? And I was a kid, and I'm holding out my hand, and they put a tool in my hand. Well, go fix that, or go mow that, or cut that, or clean that, or whatever, and earn it, and then come back when it's done to perfection, and then you get your money. No, it is. It is a very good thing. That's why I'm a business owner today, because like everything I want, I go out and I never think about asking for it. I earn it. You know, I go out and work my rear end off and earn it. And I'm not kidding you. School clothes, everything. Everything was earned ever since I was 12. Like 12 years old on up, I worked. So I've had a job since I was 12, you know. So, and I'm grateful for it. But it's not it makes me uncomfortable to start a Patreon or stuff like that where it's like, hey, can I have some money or whatever? But I'm at the point right now where I kind of have to because I feel, I don't know, I feel like I hopefully am earning something. You know, and Kari as well. I mean, I've spent a lot of money. Just so everybody knows, like, these amps, people probably watch the show and go, oh, so lucky. All these manufacturers are, like, sending amps to them. I bought all these. I bought every single amp except for the Kraken, and that was donated to the show by a really cool local guy, Jerry, who was very kind and just... He saw that I loved it, and he's like, you know, we had a conversation about it, and he just donated it for the show, and it was very kind of him. But other than that, every single thing that you see here, I bought, and the stuff that you don't see, I bought. You know, and stuff that I have on the show, usually it's either borrowed or bought to have on the show, or rented. So yeah, I mean, I've sunk a lot of money into the show with cameras and time and gear and just... boots, you know.
Boots for the co-host.
You wouldn't believe the amount of money, and I'm just at a point right now where I'm like, excuse me, in order for me to keep going and keep upgrading things, I feel like I've contributed enough to show everybody that I'm serious about what I'm doing here, you know, and hopefully that there'll be some people that will take the journey with us, and I'm not asking for a lot. I mean, you know, I've been doing this for 3 years now, right?
Since 2017.
Yeah, 3 years. It's almost 4 then.
Yeah,
almost 4 years, and I've never asked for a dime. So and the super chats are very much appreciated by people. I'll never ever take any of that for granted ever. I mean, I'm serious, man. It means the world to us. But starting a Patreon would really help the channel so that I can continue to grow and do more things. And it makes me, I mean...
puts gas in the tank.
Yeah, it puts gas in the tank. I mean, I do this because I love it, but...
It's a lot of work.
It's a labor of love, but a labor nonetheless, you know, so it's a lot of work. It really is. Just to do... one of my stupid shootout videos is like 4 or 5 hours, you know, to shoot all that and edit it and upload it. So just stuff like that. So I would appreciate it. So keep your eyes open. I'll be posting it hopefully soon, getting that ready. There was another thing I was going to say about it too, and I can't remember what the hell it was going to be.
Got a ton of questions coming in.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Let me think. Where was I?
I tuned out for a second reading the...
No, it's fine.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing. A lot of people think that when you're on YouTube, like YouTube pays you a ton of money to do the channel. Well, they used to. And right around when I started, they had this thing called Adpocalypse, where they literally... Yeah. Almost pretty much demonetized every channel, where they basically just said, like, all the commercials, if you see them in the videos, YouTube takes about 80% of that, and they give us pittance. They give us pennies on the dollar. And
it's annoying. I hate it so much when I'm very interested in a video on what's happening, and all of a sudden it goes boop to a commercial. I'm like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, if you knew, like... If you knew what we made on ads, you would throw up, especially with the amount of time that we put in. I mean, it's nothing. So YouTube basically just said, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take all that ad revenue, give you a little bit, and then we're going to give you these other avenues to make money, which means that it'll be crowdfunded. You know, you could do Patreon, you could do memberships, you could do all this stuff, which basically means that they put the burden on people that are viewing. You know, which I think is, well, whatever. I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. You know, it sucks, but anyways, but it's just a way for us to keep the channel going and stuff like that. I mean, and so anybody that signs up,
Jim Sieben says you earn it every single show.
Oh, so. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Give some support there.
Thank you. Yeah, we definitely try our hardest, you know.
Hutch asks, do you think rectifiers need an EQ and boost, and have you done a video on one?
Yeah, I did do a video on the, which amp was that? That was the Roadster. the dual rack Roadster, and yeah, definitely put a boost in front of it. I mean, the thing is I boost every amp, even amps that people say, oh, it doesn't need a boost. They do, because there's in my opinion, there's no such amp that doesn't need a boost, because everybody wants a different sound and feel out of their amplifier, and for an amp builder to make it tight enough where you wouldn't need a boost in front of it, he's making a lot of decisions for you that in ways that you wouldn't have made those decisions. So I think that it's important for amp builders to make amps that have enough room in them in the low end to help for you to sculpt the tone and the feel the way you like it. So that's what I would do. I actually talked to an amp builder a couple of years ago about that, and he said that's the last thing that any amp builder should do, is make an amp that doesn't need a boost, because you're going to lose about 80% of your audience right there, because most people aren't going to like what you did with it. So, but yeah, I would definitely put a boost in front of a dual rec for sure.
Sean Hockey stopped in.
Hey,
I haven't seen your name in a minute.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
He says, you guys look good. Much better look at Tone Wars. Wow, nice camera, closer, and shiz like that.
Thanks, man. That must have been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, things have definitely changed around here, haven't they? Yeah, added a lot of amps, and yeah.
6-string Brian started using a Fryette PS1 tube power amp with my Helix and a Mesa 2x12 cab, and it sounds amazing.
Hell yeah, man. Good for you. Good for you, man. That's awesome. I mean, when you add a good tube power amp to any modeler or profiler and a good cab, I mean, it's money. It's all day money. You know, it's so good.
Ronnie K says, hey, from Newfoundland, Canada again.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Thanks for stopping in, Ronnie. Jeffrey Blanco, how often do you change the tubes in your amps? I have an amp that went 10 years before changing the tubes, but I was wondering what you usually do.
Oh, good question. I have yet to change any of the tubes in these, because these amps are all pretty new still. Yeah, good question. I haven't had to do it yet. So, knock on wood, won't be doing it for a while, because that thing right there, that diesel, is going to be really expensive to change tubes in. Real expensive.
You need to exchange that one.
Huh?
You need to exchange that one.
Exchange it for what?
Yeah, something that you can use.
What, the diesel?
Yeah.
I can use it.
You can.
Yeah.
You're going to blow the roof off your house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't use it through the aux box,
Right.
though, because it's too much power.
Yeah.
Too much power.
Too much power.
I can only put it through the real
You
cab.
gotta make sure I'm not down here.
Yeah, that amp is loud. So bad.
I know.
That thing shakes the house, man.
Oh, let's see. Evening, mate. CS. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Chris?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Well, let's see. Steve Venchek. Greg Black is in the house. Check out Shred Ain't Dead.
Oh. Check him out. Shred Ain't Dead. Shred Ain't Dead's been here for a bit. I appreciate him being here, too, very much.
Mike Jacobs. The 60-minute commercials playing in the middle of YouTube content is maddening. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is,
sure.
man. But that's the thing. I mean, we have to, that's the problem, is we have to make money to do this. And that's why, honestly, this is the way I look at it. If I can get enough funding through, Patreon, then I could probably shut off the monetization. I mean, I don't mind doing that.
and then you can do covers and so
yeah, you can do whatever you want. You just shut off the monetization, then you can do anything. But I got to get that. Get that going, or else, like I said, it's pittance, but I need every bit of pennies. I need every bit of chicken feed I can get. That's the way it goes.
Jeffrey Blanco says, your channel is really one of the best guitar channels, I think. You play a lot better than most on YouTube, and you show the amps as they really sound.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that very much. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much. I mean, I try to do my best to play, and, I definitely make my share of mistakes. But
he was writing a new song, or he has been writing a new song, and he hasn't let me hear it yet, because it has to be at a certain level before he'll let me hear it.
Yep.
So I was upstairs getting ready, and I heard something that sounded a little unfamiliar, and I'm like, oh, there it is.
See, eavesdropping.
It's really good.
Yeah, I got a nice little blues riff coming you guys' way. I've been working really hard on that and a couple other ones that she has not heard a bit of. Yeah, but, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate that very much, Jeffrey. That's very kind of you. And yeah, I mean, I don't do any pre or post processing on any of the tones that you hear here. Everything is just raw, straight out, you know, so that you guys can make the best decisions possible.
Yeah, yeah. Sean Hockey says, hit that like button, my fellow jammers. They deserve it. Yeah, please do. You can just X out of the live chat, hit the like button, and come right back into the live chat. We would appreciate that.
Yes, thank you very much.
Ronnie K says, I got an Engel Invader 2 100 watts. Love it.
Ooh,
He
yeah.
loves it.
Dude, the Engels are sick, man. I want to try out an Invader because I want to put it up against the Savage and see how they compare. I heard that they're both like really freaking. It's like photo finish between them, but I just want to hear because Engel.
Well, if you want to take a trip to Newfoundland, maybe.
Hey.
You got to get your passport though.
You got a cot. You got an extra cot or two. No, I want to try one of those really bad. There's a guy locally that's got one that I got to check out. You know. But yeah, I didn't warm up. Can I warm up? Can I play a mix or two?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me. So I have the EVH Stealth here, and through the aux box.
I bestowed my permission on you.
Thank you.
I granted it.
Thank you so much. So kind of you. So and I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play some riffs, and I'll do a mix or something for you guys. Let me see where we're at here. Let me mute the mic 1 second. Okay, so it doesn't sound like my normal guitar sound?
No, it didn't sound... Let me go see in the comments. I was looking for viewer comments, and I backed out of the live.
Oh.
Let's see what they're saying. Let's see.
Maybe it's not high enough in the mix. I don't know.
Yeah, all I heard was bass. In my ears, anyway.
Oh, that's...
What did you guys hear? Did you guys hear the guitar? Because I did not hear the guitar.
Well, one way we can tell is listen to it through these monitors here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me do... I should do that to balance the mix out. 1 second here, guys. I'm going to turn off my in-ears and do the other thing.
Let's see. Is anybody going to put it in there? Are we...
Okay.
I don't know if there's a button that you can push that is just in my mix, but I almost feel like you're muted just in my mix.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because I could hear you. I think you're low in the mix, but
It's
in my ears, you're like gone. All I could hear was bass.
Well, when we do our little performance, find out.
I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Tech Death Hippie, not as much highs. Hutch says, dude, that was heavy. I heard it. Tech Death Hippie, like usual. Not as much highs like usual. Frailty lives high. CS, I heard everything. Sean Casey said it sounds good. CS, still hearing everything. So
good. All right, cool.
Keith A says, hello from Detroit. Love the show. What happened to the Synergy stuff?
Oh, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Actually, my friend Matt Force, who is the manager at Motor City Guitar, is borrowing it right now. Yep, he's checking it out. He's digging it too. So I figured, let him mess around with it for a few weeks.
CS just picked up a TC Electronics Dreamscape pedal today. Why? Because, well, you know, Jarrod.
Dude, I'll tell you, man, that pedal freaking slays, man. It's such a good pedal. Yeah, I use it all the time. It's I use it for my flanger stuff and my chorus. Yeah, it's an awesome freaking pedal, man. I love
Cold Dan Beers with us.
Hey, what's going on, man?
J Croft. Ooh, you're in here as J Croft. I'm used to seeing warm chord.
Yeah.
I had to change the tubes in my Rev Mark II last fall. Put all tube amp Dr. tubes in there as Dan Trudeau suggested, and it sounds as good as ever.
Yeah, we're going to hear Jay's amp in a couple weeks, I think.
Woo!
Yeah, because we're going to...
coming?
Yep, he's coming over because when I get the Mark III back, we're going to do like we're going to see how they differ from each other, because he's got the Mark II.
To see how they differ.
How they differ? Oh, yes.
I'm just used to you saying, like, shootout. We're going to have a shootout.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm going to see how they differ.
Yeah, it's so proper now, am I?
John Smith says, Jarrod, I bought the Boss Tube Amp Expander and love it. Was going to buy the Oxbox, but people were saying the attenuator wasn't great.
Yeah, I haven't used the attenuator, but hey, I'm glad that you found something that works for you, because that's really what it's about, man. I mean, if you're super happy with what you use, then you bought the right thing. You know, so I'm glad that you got it. I almost got that, but I don't do a lot of attenuating here. I do a more just like direct, you know, and I wanted something that would be a great direct source. That's what you're hearing tonight, and I just feel like the Aux does it really well, and I'm happy with it, but I have not tried the attenuation part of it, so you might be right. From what I hear, the Waza is freaking amazing, so... Good. Congratulations, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Bobcat
says Jarrod blew the in-ears with those heavy wrists, right? He blew out my in-ears.
It's possible. It's possible. In fact, Bobcat, I got his community jam coming up, I think, next weekend. We're going to do that. Yep.
Let's see. Derek Merrill. Hello, everyone. Question. I'm looking to order one of your Helix presets. Is there a way to hear a sample before ordering?
Oh, boy, that's a good question.
I thought you had links to like a YouTube video or something.
Not on the Helix ones, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have any sound samples of those. I apologize. Yeah, I don't. That's all. I mean, I appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoy it. I mean, I use Live Ready Sound impulse responses on them, and yeah, I hope you enjoy them. You know, I know the effects sound great, and I mean the amp models on the Helix are what they are. They're good. You know, they're good for what they have to offer, and I think it's a great product. I use the Helix. I got it going right now. I use it for cable method with the amps, and I'm real happy with that too. So again, it goes back to use whatever works best for you. As long as you're happy with it, that's all that matters, man.
Jeffrey Blanco says, another tube question. Have you tried 6L6 versus EL34 and any of your amps that have that option? I'm wondering how much of a difference it really makes in something like the Badlander.
I haven't, but that's a great question. You know, that's the thing. Like, there's only one amp out there that allows you to do that instantly, and that's the Road King, which I don't have. Yeah, I would like to see what the difference would be. And the only way to really find out is to do a recording. You know, don't change the settings, just change the tubes and see what happens. Ola did it, and I think I remember some people telling me that they actually preferred the amp with the EL34s in it over the 6L6s. So that's, I don't know. I'd have to shoot them out side by side. You know, it'd be really nice if you have two of them, one with each kind of tubes in it.
Right.
You know.
Tech Death Hippie says 6L6 is better in Mesas from his experience.
Mm.
JJ's House of Jams is
possible.
here.
What's up, JJ's House of Jams?
Jeffrey Blanco, is the TC Electronics Dreamscape good? The pedal looks very cool.
Yes, it is a very cool pedal. I'll demo it for you right now. I ain't got no problem with that.
You got no problem?
Yeah, so give me a second here. All right, so...
While you're doing that, what pick size do you use? Keith wants to know.
I use... These are the Gravity with the unpolished edge. And these are the Big Mini. And, like you can see it.
Sorry, I thought you could just, like, say, oh, I use
Yeah, they're 3 millimeter.
Oh, there you go.
3 millimeter. But I'll show you. I'll bring it up close. So
Put your hand behind it.
They got the little holes in them, so that you can grip them, and they're great picks. I mean, and I got the unpolished edge, which gives you that nice scrapey sound, and they work really well. Real happy with them.
All right, LAD, what you're gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
You were gonna mess with something down there.
Oh yeah. So I was gonna show you the chorus pedal. That's right. Okay, so all right. So let me.
I swear I can barely hear you tonight. I can hear you, but it's so low.
That's weird, man.
Bananas.
I don't know what to tell you. So here is the first chorus setting. Okay, so there's the first chorus setting. It's a little more chorusy, and then there's a second chorus setting here, which is a little less chorusy, wavery, but it's got a nice, it adds a little body to the sound. 1 second. Yeah, so there's the second one. It's a little more subtle, but I'll turn the first one off and on for you. It's on now. There's off. There's on. So yeah, it's
Connor
nice.
Pixley says, where's the master set on your blue channel? It sounds like there's no master.
The volume on the blue channel right now is at about 10 o'clock. Yep. So there's where that is. So
Manny Meha, hello. He said, hi, it's been a while. Hope all is well.
hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
All is well. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I probably said your last name wrong. Sorry about that.
And then here's the flanger version of the pedal. So yeah, it's a great pedal. It really is. I mean, I freaking love this pedal.
Jeffrey Blanco, is the Dreamscape in front of the amp or in the effects loop?
Depends. So the flanger, I have two of them. I have one. I use one for flanger, one for chorus. The chorus one is in the effects loop, and the flanger's in front of the amp. I prefer a flanger in front because it's got that nice dark kind of swirl to it, like what you just heard. It's just got that throaty kind of.
Yeah, it's throaty.
Yeah, it's got that nice swirl to it. I like it.
Connor said it starts opening up around noon.
What, the amp?
Well, the master is what he was talking about.
Um.
Yeah, try it.
No. No, that amp, I think it's the 50 watt, so I think it sounds, if I turn it up any higher, it's going to be screwed up in the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't have that. But I mean, I think the amp sounds great at the volume it's at, but I mean, turn it up at noon. Ooh, boy, that's going to be pretty gnarly. But I mean, I haven't had an opportunity.
Maybe in a different environment.
Yeah, in a different environment it would work. Or if you attenuate it, then you can crank it to noon, and then the attenuator would bring the volume down. So that's what they're for. They allow people to crank their amps.
Kind of like a gate or a limiter that you...
Well, the attenuator is a second master volume. So it allows you to crank your amp up as loud as you want, but it'll turn the overall volume of the amp down. So, because the thing is with amps is, a lot of people like that cranked feel and sound because a lot of amps are made to sound best when they're cranked really hard and ran hard. That's what gives you all that ampy goodness. The circuits are hot and everything's hot, and it just works better. And some amps can sound good at lower. That's why a lot of people ask, well, how's it at bedroom volume? And that's why they ask that, because some guys can't crank their amps because they're living in an apartment or whatever, and then they play an amp that's made to be cranked. And it's just like, this thing sounds like crap at low volume, and it's just, they can't use it. So that's why attenuators come in handy.
Well, do you want to do the song? What was that? What was that whimper?
I'm just not warmed up. I had such a, what I went through today with the sound check. Let me do one more.
You do one more.
Yeah, and then you can, give me a second here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic and do Out of Nowhere. I haven't warmed up on that one yet either, but whatever, we'll figure it out.
It's your warm-up.
Yep.
Go get it.
Yeah, so you guys get to actually see me warm up tonight. So if I screw up, that's why. Here we go. That was really loud. That's why sound checks are so important. All right, 1 second here. There we go.
So bananas, you're like this big in my mix. It's I can barely.
I hope you can hear me when we do our little thing because yeah, I'm feeling it too. It's like like I never did anything. Like somebody bumped the buttons.
I can hear the bass.
And sabotaged me. It's weird.
CS says, or hold on, Jeffrey Blanco, higher wattage in amps also gives you more headroom.
Yep, for sure, man.
CS says, but the Stealth has separate channel volumes, but not a master volume, right?
The Stealth actually, yes, it has separate channel volumes. So each channel has its own master volume. Yep.
Christopher, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you so much.
Sean Casey, the Stealth sounds awesome.
Thank you. It does, man. That's another no-brainer amp, especially for the price. I mean, you can't beat it. It just sounds so freaking good.
CS says something is definitely sounding different tonight. Not in a bad way, but different. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't, you know, I used the Stealth for that shootout on the Quad Cortex and Kemper a couple weeks ago. We actually profiled it for TJ. And when I profile it, I turn the volume down sometimes because I'm not using the effects loop, you know. And maybe the volumes are off on it for normal. It's probably lower than it should be. So that's possible. But we already sound checked the song, so I hope it works for the song, you know. So we'll see, you know.
If not, I mean, I can sing to the track, but I just won't be able to hear what you're doing.
You won't be able to hear me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm kind of the key, so hopefully that helps you. Telling you guys, today was kind of rough, getting all this stuff, you know, fixed, you know, figured out.
Jordan Boyd Guitar says, it sounds great.
Oh, thank you.
Stealth's red or Rev's red? Could you pick one and why? The Stealth red or the Rev red?
Oh, without putting them up against each other directly, because I haven't done that yet, I really couldn't tell you. I can tell you that both of them are a great choice. I mean, I think both of them you would like. Yeah, that's a good one. In fact, when the Rev comes back, we'll definitely have we'll put it up against the Gauntlet. Yeah, we will, man. I'll be doing a lot of comparisons and shootouts with that amp. So I'm sorry I don't have a definitive.
Such a bummer. I'm so sorry.
I know. I'm sorry I don't have a definitive answer for you, but I never want to mislead anybody. So if I don't know, I'd rather tell you I don't know. You know, not until I shoot them out, I won't know.
Jeffrey Blanco, did you ever play the PVJSX? I have one and put a KT77 tubes in it, and it made it sound a lot more aggressive.
Interesting. Yeah, I had one on the show a couple months ago, and I thought it was a pretty cool amp. You know, I don't know what tubes were in it, but yeah, KTs might wake it up a bit, huh? It'd be interesting to see the difference.
Chicago Todd.
Hey, what's going on?
Dang, joining late. What's
going on, man? Good to see you here.
You'll get your punishment later for joining late.
Oh, man. It's good to see you here, Todd. Thank you so much. Can you flip the fan on?
Yes, I can.
Please. It's getting a little hot down here.
Yeah. I think it's getting a little nervy down here.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to just do the performance and get it done?
Just do it.
Okay. Let's.
I can't hear you, though, I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. Yeah, seriously, guys, we're struggling big time with the sound check, and I don't know why. It just happened that way today.
I'm going to turn the fan off, though, so it doesn't dry out my mouth.
Okay. All right, so let's do this. Let me mute the mic here. You all set there with that one?
Yep. I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave, 'cause your presence still lingers here. And it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just so much that time cannot erase. When you could, I'd wipe away all of your
lead me by your resonating light. Now I'm bound by the life you left behind. Your face, it haunts my once pleasant dreams. Your voice, it chased away all the sanity in me. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just so much that time cannot erase. When you collide, wipe away all of your tears. When you scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hands through all of these years. You'd still have. I tried so hard to tell myself that you're gone, but though you're still with me, I've been wipe away all your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hands through all these years. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hands through all of these years. You'd still have all of
There we go.
Sounded
Jimmy,
good.
all right?
I could hear it.
Okay.
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with your other mixes.
Yeah, it's interesting. Well,
Tonight.
well,
Good
we
job,
made it.
though. Made it.
Yeah, a couple little ones there for me, but hey, whatever. You know, not bad for not warming up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. you know.
See us, Larry. Sorry, Jared. Dry mouth trumps being hot. That's right. And you're gonna sing dry mouth trumps being hot.
Yeah, man. I get that one for sure. Yeah, it can get pretty dry down here.
Jordan Boyd, just wanted to say, always really enjoy the channel and appreciate the work you guys put into it. Oh, thanks, Jordan.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's
seriously.
awesome.
It means a lot. It really does.
Show me that beast. I've been lurking while I set up my fiddle and have my food now, so I continue to lurk.
That's awesome, dude. No, I do the same thing. Like when I'm doing stuff,
Yes.
when I'm restringing my guitars or whatever, I'll put on some live stream that's just kind of, relaxing and just it's like informative
yeah.
and just kind of like I don't have to give 100% of my attention to it. I just feel like I'm kind of a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Mike Jacobs, thanks for the super chat. He says, looking and sounding great. That's
Thank you.
one of my favorite songs.
Oh.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Mine too. I
Appreciate that.
Big Evanescence fan. Dean Harkness, damn, Kari is on fire tonight.
On fire!
He said, both of you are.
Oh.
Jeffrey
Thank
Blanco,
you.
thank you. CS says, she always gives me chills when she sings this song. Love it. Oh, thank you.
Oh, it's very kind of you guys. Yeah.
Paul Smith, Kari's smoking tonight, and Jared's on fire.
Well,
Sean
when there's smoke, there's
Casey
fire, right?
says, well done. Nice leads from Sean as well.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's fun, man. We have a good time here.
Dean Harkness, thanks for the super chat. Hell yes. Awesome job.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys.
Show me that beast. I love it when the guitar goes wheelie, wheelie, wheelie. He's got my, see? We don't even need you. We'll just use his wheelie, 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 and I'll go, rear, rear, rear. Don't need it.
Wheedly Wheedlies. Did you have your Wheedlies this morning?
Wheedlies. Mark says, crazy great voice. Oh, my word. Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Very kind of you guys. I really appreciate the kind words very much.
Bobby Lecky, very nice.
a lot
Hutch,
of
what
fun.
kind of effects do you use on your clean tone?
Let me switch to that. I could tell you. You know what I was doing is before I go to that, I was on the dirty tone, and when I was demoing the chorus pedal earlier, I had it on the other setting that I prefer the less chorusy setting, so I had to reach down and switch that, and I turned the delay off. Yeah.
Nuts.
So like that part where it's all of me. Yeah. I like to have that little melt away,
Ring,
and it was like this horrible, like, awkward silence, and I'm like, oh, I realized I turned my delay off, and I forgot to turn it back on. So, all right, so clean channel, I have chorus, a little bit of compression, a little bit of reverb, and delay. That's...
I wish I could hear it. I took my ears out.
Yeah, so it's basically chorus, a little bit of compression, chorus, delay, reverb. That's pretty much it.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
So yes, thank you very much for the super chat. And Hutch, thank you very much for the super chat.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Chicago Todd says we slayed it. Marty 5. Hey, Marty 5.
Marty 5! What's up, buddy?
Just in time to hear Kari sing. Sorry I'm late. I'm a bit late.
That's all right, man. Good to see you here.
Sean Casey said you both rocked it. Dean Harkness, think it was better than ever.
Oh, thank you.
Bernard Fossage. See what I did there? Fossage. He said EQ pedals. He says EQ pedals, period.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely use some EQ pedals on these amps and really get that nice produced tone out of them. Yep, for sure. EQ pedals definitely help.
Jeffrey Blanco, is that the EVH Clean channel?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, the EVH Clean channel is definitely, it's gorgeous, you know? You know?
Yep, beautiful.
It's got a nice sound to it, you know. They did not phone that channel in. I mean, that is like I said, that's one of the no-brainer amps. If you're into metal and you want a 3-channel amp that just does everything, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, I mean, that amp is like, that's why I bought it. I'm like, how can you not buy that amp? You know, it's just so good, you know.
Would you like it if I turn the fan a little bit to hit you? Because it's all on me.
If you
I'm
don't,
fine, totally
if you don't
fine.
mind, yeah, that would be fabulous. That would be great. Yeah.
You
So,
feel
oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, could always use more fans.
I can still feel it too. So.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's just such a great amp. It really is. In fact, Jay Croft got one. He came over and played it and loved it so much. He was like, "Man, that is really a good amp." You know, I mean, it's just, I think it should be in everyone's collection if you're a collector. You know, I got no problem. Like if I was to play a show, you know, and you guys see what I have here, you know, but I still have no problem. What?
Jay just sent a super chat and requested that we learn Let's Get Physical for the next live stream.
Yeah, I don't...
Arnold requests that we learn and play Let's Get Physical. We should learn, like, just a phrase or two.
Yeah, and get demonetized.
That would be hilarious. Oh, we do covers from time to time.
That'd be funny. I don't know. I think he's asking Arnold to request that.
Yeah, Arnold requests Tone Wars, learn and play Let's Get Physical for the next live stream. Oh, please.
Tone Wars.
Yes?
I'm putting in an official request now. You have to do Let's Get Physical.
I love it.
It's such a manly song. Come on and get physical. Yeah, physical. I'm gonna get physical.
That's called chair dancing.
Chair dancing.
I
got
got
my
careful.
chair
My back's
dancing.
gonna go.
Yeah, a couple more years I'll be the same way.
Well, if Arnold requested it, I feel like we should at least try a couple bars.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Oh, I love it. Jarrod in a leotard, Bobby Lucky.
Oh
right?
god. That is definitely something you do not want to see.
He's got some pasty white legs underneath it.
Yeah. Summer hasn't kicked in yet.
Right.
Summer's not kicked in
I
yet.
have some self-tanner you can use.
Yeah, I'm a little tan here. But
You got the power washer tan.
from working outside. Yeah, but it's not shorts weather yet. It's always sun's out, guns out for me, though. No matter what.
Mark says, oh, hey, I finally got a Seymour Duncan power stage to try a real cabinet behind me at 4x12. As I run stereo to the house when I can monitor out on the Kemper. I am happy.
Oh, good for you, man. Let us know how you like that. Yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that. That's a popular product.
Everybody's sending emojis. We've got a beer emoji from Keith. Eyes from 96 Kasutan.
Because we're getting physical.
And Keith sent a person doing a cartwheel. Bobby Lucky, that was a teenage image ruined after posting that.
You're ruined for life, sir.
There's only 39 people now. You scared them away.
I scared a couple people
You
away.
scared 'em.
It's all good, man. I'm all about scaring people away, I guess.
Dean Harkness says, haha, my ginger kid can tan well and uses the lotion. I started saying orange girl. Yeah, don't call her orange girl. Oh, Jay, the video is ridiculous. I challenge you to watch it tonight and not feel uncomfortable.
It's probably absolutely ridiculous.
CS says, whoa, LED legs.
My Casper legs, man.
Oh, she can't tan well and uses the self-tanner. Yes. I use the self-tanner in the spring, like before summer gets going and I actually get a real tan. I know y'all don't care about that, but while we're on the subject.
While we're on the subject.
While we're on the subject.
Yeah, I need some more whiskey.
Here. Well, I got some saliva. Whiskey saliva left.
That's all good. You have it.
Delicious. All right, you want to play something, or do
yeah,
you want me to?
yeah.
There weren't a lot of viewer comments. there was not a lot. I did screenshot all that I could.
Okay,
from
no,
last
that's
week,
fine.
but-
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of produced videos, so there was probably a lot from the Kemper versus.
There were, but
The
it was
fight
a
now.
lot of like, I like this one. I
Oh,
like that one.
yeah, that's
blah, blah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do 3 shots and a chaser, and then we'll do that.
Now somebody did send, because this was our community jam this last time, and you said someone sent in another version of it.
Yes.
Late.
Yes, Bobcat. So I'll be playing
Bobcat.
next week.
All right.
Yep, I'll be playing it next week for you
Bobcat,
guys.
if you're here next week.
He's here. Yep, I saw him here earlier, so we'll definitely do that next week for you. Let's do, let me just play a couple more riffs here and make sure I'm...
Are you gonna switch to the?
Yeah, I'll switch to the speakies.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second
Anna
here.
here.
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so mute the mic and go to the speakies. All right, we're back.
Nice. Show me that B says wheelie wheelie wheelie.
Wheedly, wheedly, wheedlies. I'm going to name a song Wheedly, Wheedly just for him. Here's my new song called Wheedly, Wheedly.
So yes, almost bought a bottle of Jefferson's, but there were a few choices and I couldn't choose, but the price tag chose for me.
Ah.
Needless to say, I left empty-handed.
Oh.
Get Bullet. If you,
Yeah,
Jefferson's
Bullet's-
is super expensive.
It's so good, though.
You gotta get a bottle and nurse it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Jefferson's, man. That stuff is great. But
Oh,
Bullet,
Bullet.
I had some tonight, and I'm not mad.
No,
it's
that's-
good.
Middle, it's like 20, is it 24 or 34?
It's like $30.
30
Let's just say
bucks?
30 bucks for
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Or
good.
Buffalo Trace. I like
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace has a nice sweet finish,
Yeah.
doesn't it? It's a little sweeter. Where the Bullet's more bold, but Bullet's great for mixed drinks too, man. Wow, is that good?
Absolutely.
Good stuff.
96 how do you say your name? 96 Kasutin. 96 CA Sutton? I don't know. Could be any of those. We're just going to call you 96. Said that was mean. It was mean.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's a newer one.
Oh, I missed his one from above. Dude, amp is straight evil sounding. I recently ordered a Mesa Mark V 25 head due to your previous video on it.
Oh, cool, man.
When I ordered that amp, they also let me play the 15-watt lunchbox EVH head they had.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, that's that Mark V 25 is it's sitting right over there. Boy, is that a great amp, especially for the size. You look at it and it doesn't look like much, but wow. It's the same with the JP Mark II C+. It's not a really big, gnarly looking amp, but man, does that thing slay. That thing's got some freaking major balls. Ridiculous amp too.
Mike Jacobs, you have any live gigs lined up this summer or still on lockdown?
We're definitely still on lockdown here, you know.
I mean, there are some live shows going on, but it's super uncomfortable.
Yep. I went to one, what was it, 2 weekends ago?
Last weekend.
Yeah, last weekend. And, yeah, it was, yeah, it's kind of...
You're in the clear now, right?
Yeah, I should be. I don't know, I should be. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of eerie going to them, you know. But, yeah, I mean, I shouldn't say we're still in lockdown. It's limited capacity, right? That's what it is. We don't have any shows going on. We're planning on the Guitar Summit this summer in August. That's our big thing that we want to do with you guys this year. And the flyer's coming.
Yeah.
We're
the
working on
big
it.
thing around here is pay to play. Pay to open for a national act that's coming through.
It's a joke.
We did that for years and years, and it's just I don't want to pay anymore to play.
No, it's soul crushing, you know, and these promoters, they scam you into like opening up for these national acts that can't sell the place out, but they still demand the amount of money that is required for selling the place out. So
the bands are stacked so high.
Yeah.
You've got 5 openers for
Yep.
Puddle of Mud or something like that.
Well, what it is these bands are making demands that based on their egos, not on reality. And yeah, we want 10 grand. Well, you can't sell enough tickets to pay you 10 grand. So unbeknownst or beknownst to them, the promoter, what they're doing is they're getting several local bands to sell all the tickets. And like, well, you want to open up for so-and-so? Yeah, that'd be great. Well, you got to sell 60 tickets at $30 a piece. And you're like, oh, man, you know? And really, it's us that pack the show, not the national. I'll bet you 30% of 30%, yeah, Queensrÿche for sure, but 30% of the people are there because the national's there. The rest are there because the locals sold the tickets and advertised the hell out of the show. And a lot of times you can't sell all the tickets, so guess what you got to do? You owe that much money whether you sell them or not. So when you come in the door, if you're supposed to sell $1,200 worth of tickets,
And you only got 2.
yeah, and you only sold 2 tickets, well, you still pay $1,200 to play that show, or else they don't let you in the building. And then after that, they cut your set short. So you're supposed to have 40 minutes. We'll give you 25. You know, it's a joke.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't play around here.
Jeffrey Blanco says the wheedly parts are always my favorite parts of the song.
Thank you.
Sven, greetings from Germany.
Sven!
Greetings from Michigan.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to see you here.
Let's see. CS says, oh, and I got an ice ball maker. Now I just need to start a pressure washing business and we'll be twins.
Twins, that was one of my best movies.
Yeah,
Me and
with
Danny
Danny
DeVito. It was amazing.
Do it. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going. I love the ice ball maker. That thing's awesome, man.
Bruce Clark has joined us.
Hey, Bruce. What's happening?
Dean Harkness says EVH, Mesa, Engel, those 3 are all I'd ever need, I think.
Yeah, they're great amps, man. They really are.
Gabriel Sanchez. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Steve Evenchek says, look at Chevelle, sold millions of albums and are still trying to get paid. Right?
It's crazy, man. Yeah, the industry is something else, man. It really is.
Yeah.
So you got viewer comments, right?
I do, yeah. Let me go get those viewer comments. So these are from the videos that you've released this past week.
Okay.
Looks like I got 2 there was two interesting ones. They weren't just, I like this one. I like that
got
one.
you. Yeah.
All right, so this was from Brett Shaver. They both sound excellent. This was on the comparison video.
Oh, yeah.
Between
the JP Mark II C Plus and the Royal Atlantic, I believe. The Royal Atlantic.
Says they both sound excellent, but I'm still convinced you can make a Hello Kitty guitar through a megaphone sound good. They definitely occupy different frequency bandwidths,
yes, they do.
with JP having a bigger scrote for that big balls dragging girth, while the Atlantic has more of that falsetto, then kicking in the scrote higher mids and more presence. Excellent video as always, Mr. Lincrucci. Lincrucci? Your fingers are still smoking after that shred fest, brother. You entered beast mode and just totally kicked some serious arse.
Arse.
Keep doing the good stuff.
Thanks, Brett. Always good hearing from you, my friend. I think, and I appreciate the kind words very much. It's amazing what the difference was between those amps. And the reason why I put the settings up there, if you haven't seen that video, go ahead and give that a watch, because it was amazing how much brighter the JP amp was, but the tone controls were in completely different spots. Like the JP, the treble is it's at around just over noon, just a hair. It's probably just over noon, just a hair over noon, where the Royal Atlantic, I had it at, I think it was past 3 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. And it's just the way the frequencies are on these amplifiers. It's all so different. So, and I put the pictures of the settings up there so people didn't think like, well, duh, you made the, you had the treble way, too low on the Royal Atlantic. No, it was cranked. It still had that lower kind of high sound. So it was really interesting. That's why I put those settings up there, so you could see how I actually had the amp set up,
Sven says, thanks for making me smiley.
Oh, it's all good, man. Thank you.
Bruce Clark, when are you doing the big Rev amp? When he gets it back. We had a brownout here and fried the
I fried the chip. Yeah, there's a chip in it for the tune-outs that got fried with the brownout. Yeah. So it wasn't Rev's fault.
Yeah. We'll do it when it comes back, though.
Yeah.
Bobby Lecky says, happens a lot or did happen in King Tut's venues here. Gotta feel it for younger bands paying to play. He feels it for younger bands paying to play. Yep. Never done that. I like getting paid, right? Yeah,
that's where we're at now, too. It's like, no, if I'm going to get home at 3 a.m. and lug a bunch of gear to a gig, I mean, there's times that we've literally, we've added it up. It's like there's 30 grand sitting here. Of gear, worth of gear. Yeah, when we go to a gig.
Where?
There's in a hole in my backyard. No, it's literally, we put it on the stage, and I'm like, we just brought 30 grand worth of gear in this place, and we're not getting paid. Like, you got to be kidding me, So, yeah, I'm the same way. Like, somebody reaches out to me now, and this isn't my ego talking, it's just, if you want me to come work, even though I love doing what I do, I mean, I'm not doing it for free. I mean, it's just a lot of work,
Artists get paid for their work.
Artists should get paid. Yep.
Jeffrey Blanco is the next viewer comment from this past week. He said, I like the JP2C a lot, and I think I would prefer it, but the Royal Atlantic is not bad, and I think it sounds good, too.
Mm-hmm.
The mids on the JP2C are really scooped, and the Royal Atlantic is the opposite. That's the biggest difference I hear. I wonder if the JP2C would sound more similar to the Royal Atlantic if you boosted the mids instead of scooping them so much on the graphic EQ. I think the JP2C is really versatile, and it could sound close to the Royal Atlantic, but it would be more difficult to get the Royal Atlantic to sound like the JP2C. For the clean channel, I like the JP2C. It's overall much better.
No, I'm with you. And thanks for commenting. I'm with you on that. I think it would be easier for the JP2C to sound like the Royal Atlantic as opposed to vice versa. And the thing is with the JP and all the marks is that if you listen to these amplifiers without the EQ engaged, they sound like AM radios. But as soon as you engage the EQ, that EQ is so powerful, and typically you do scoop the mids on them because they're a very mid-heavy amp. So it looks like, oh my god, you're just taking all the mids out. I'm taking a lot of mids out because there's a lot of mids to take out, so it does look like they're scooped. But the mids on this amp are just there at 11 o'clock. And then I scoop them here on the fader as well. But again, it's just a very high mid amp. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to play one, I mean, the V is the best way to set it up. Even the Truch sets his up that way. You know, and I should do a dial-in on that amp because that amp is well deserving of a dial-in series. It's just such a great amp. And the clean channel is money. It's so lush. It's beautiful.
Cool Dan Beer says, my black Hello Kitty square sounds awesome. Hesher wants the Nutty Professor turns Arnold into an awesome guitar player. Hard scene, but you got the skills. Yeah, you gotta bring out the Nutty Professor. He turned Arnold into an awesome guitar player.
Oh my God. I don't even know how to do that. I gotta process that.
You gotta process it? Alright. Here's your process time. Paul Smith says, yep, don't play for free.
Yeah, man. I don't play for free, man. Not
Bruce
anymore.
Clark says, played last night, always get paid. PA is not cheap.
That's right, man. Good for you. I mean, that's the way it should be, man. And the thing is with these shady promoters is like you literally have to just tell them no, because if you say yes to them once, they're just gonna expect you to do it forever. You know, you can always go down, but you can never go up. That's the thing, man.
Oh, Jamor told a little story. He says he was a roadie for a friend's band back in the 80s at Blondie's, and at the end of the night when they asked to get paid, the owner of the bar pulled out a big revolver and told us all to get lost. Woo!
Yeah, not shocking to me at all.
Yeah.
Not in this area.
Steve Evenchek, that's why any amp you should put a MXR 10 band EQ in the loop makes such a difference.
Yeah, it can. For sure.
Aw, Hesher sent a super chat and he says, hey, you are officially the first channel I've ever super chatted. You deserve it.
Thank
you.
you.
Answered all my questions in other shows. Great channel.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm still trying to conjure up this Arnold. What was it again?
The Nutty Professor turns Arnold into a guitar player? Let's see. Yeah, an awesome guitar player. Yep. You know you can do it. That sounded like Yoda.
Do what you will. Yeah, it should be Yoda turning him into it.
You got it. You can do
Shred, you can. I don't know what to do.
You're turning into me right now.
Yeah, I'm off today, guys. Seriously, like I am seriously like super off. I can't.
Super chatted.
I know.
At least do the Nutty Professor. You got him. You stumped him. That's hilarious.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do here. I got my in-ears back in.
Yeah.
So,
Jay.
Nutty Professor teaches Arnold how to play guitar?
Yes. And then Jay says, damn, now I wish I would have had the Nutty Professor request. Let's get physical. You can do it. You can do it.
Nutty Professor teaches Arnold how to play guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Nutty Professor. Okay.
It actually said turns Arnold into an awesome guitar player.
Oh, turns Arnold into an awesome guitar player.
Maybe he drinks a potion. Nutty Professor has a potion that he gives to Arnold and he turns him into like a mega guitar player. There you go.
All right.
I don't have any more liquid courage for you.
Can't play. I don't know how. Every note I hit just turns into crap.
Crap, a big pile of stinky crap.
Can't even do a bar chord. It's terrible.
Man, you gotta believe in yourself. What you doing? Playing all them flubby riffs. What the hell? All you gotta do is put your fingers on the guitar and play it like this. That's all you gotta do.
Is that all you have to do?
Yeah, man. Just play hard, man. That's all you gotta do. Stop being such a little sissy boy and play right.
Let me try it. Let me try it here. Let me take the magic potion. Oh, it tastes terrible. Oh my god. Wow, I'm a huge guitar player now. Thank you so much, Nutty Professor. You're amazing.
Oh, God. I'm having an off night, guys. Sorry. That's all I got for you.
Oh, Bruce Clark says, you guys are great.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Hercules,
Says,
Hercules.
I'm dying laughing. Dan says, I was in Michigan back in November. Jarrod and Kari invited me over and let me jam on the gear on top of buying my family lunch. These guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dean.
That was fun, man. We had a good day. That was a lot of fun hanging out with you
I didn't pre-read
guys.
that question. I feel like I was like, yeah, we're awesome people. I should have just let that one slide, but thank you very much. We enjoyed having you here.
Thank you so
Bobby
much.
Lucky thought it was funny.
Oh.
He says, not drink until this is over.
Yeah, I need a few drinks right now, man, to be honest with you. Like, I seriously, like, sometimes when we set up these shows, I mean, I'm in and out of this chair like 15, 20 times. Excuse me, doing sound checks and going back and forth and stuff. And by the time we go live, I'm spent sometimes. I'm literally like spent. Spent like a dollar bill. Yeah. And tonight's one of those nights, so
It's good.
sorry if I'm a little off.
You did good. Good Lord.
Doing the best I can.
Bruce Clark, what would you suggest for a delay with presets for different songs?
I would, that's a great question. Man, I'll tell you, like, one of the, I'm not super familiar with the pedals anymore because I've been using a multi-effects unit like the Helix or the HX effects for so many years now, like five years?
Yeah.
Yeah, over 5 years. Now, so I really am not familiar enough with all the stomp boxes that would have settings in them. But, I mean, the thing is, though, by the time you get one of those, as far as the money is concerned, you could get an HX effects and have not only the delays, but all the other effects that are amazing as well, and just run it 4-cable method with any of your amps. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you.
Not only will it run your amplifiers and give you amazing effects, but it'll control them via MIDI as well. Look at what it does with the EVH here. See? Now I'm on Crunch channel. Watch the EVH. Now I'm on the lead channel. Now I'm on the clean channel. You see it changing there. Blue light, crunch. Red light, lead. Green light, clean. It's very good. It's all done with the Helix.
So, I mean, honestly, like if you're gonna spend that kind of money on like a stomp box pedal that just has delay, that has different presets in it, I think those are great pedals and stuff. But I'm not kidding you. You could spend a little more or the same amount of money on an HX effects, and it'll do way more than that, because that delay pedal is not going to change channels on your amp, but the HX effects will, and it has many different delays in it, and you can set it up via snapshots to have any kind of delay, anything that you want in it, and it's pretty much endless what you can do with those. So that's what I would suggest.
CS says spent, but still managed to riff our faces off.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I definitely, try to do the best. We try to do the best we can. You didn't even warm up either. A little bit, but yeah, it was fun.
I always suck in the warm up, and then
I know she's down here hacking and coughing.
I was coughing every time I went up to the.
I'm like, you gonna be okay?
Right? Maybe it was the whiskey. Maybe the whiskey burned it out.
Yeah, maybe that's what you need. You need a shot of courage before you sing. Yeah, some people need that, man.
I did all right.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to play?
I don't know. What else do I have?
You got lots of stuff there. Lots of good stuff. Where's your 80s one? Are you good on that one?
No, but I might flies.
I
might as well, if I'm going to go for broke, might as well just freaking...
Either that or you're going to have to do more Nutty Professor.
I just don't have it tonight when it comes to that stuff.
You did. I was proud of you.
It's okay, but... Yeah.
You're going to have to, while you're by yourself this week, you're going to have to break out your Nutty Professor and practice.
I'm going to have to work it out.
You're going to have to work it out.
I believe in myself. All right, 1 second here, guys. Let me turn on the speakers here. There we go. Yeah, I still gotta finish that.
Would you play just that couple little parts you know really well from your bluesy one?
Oh, from the bluesy one?
Yeah, you don't have to do the whole thing, but just do the one part.
Oh man, you're
Do
really
the one
you're really putting me on the spot. What's the one part?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The good part.
The good part. I thought it was all good.
You don't have to do the
man.
whole thing. Just do the part you're confident with. Where'd it go? Blues, red, right there?
Where is it? I don't see
At
it.
the very bottom.
Very bottom.
above
Oh, there
far.
it is. Okay.
You guys are going to enjoy this.
Well, I don't know. They might not.
They're going to enjoy it.
It's not done. It's not done at all. So bear with me. I'll just play a little bit of it. It'll end awkwardly because I don't know.
Yeah,
what...
it's not done at all.
Yeah.
I was upstairs getting ready and I heard him playing it and I came right down and I'm like, is that?
Yeah, it's basically what I have right now is I have a handful of riffs that I'm kind of liking, and then I still have to arrange them and put them where I want them, and then I have to find other riffs to string them together with. So it's a little rough right now, but since she put me on the spot, I might as
You're
well
welcome.
just yeah.
And so are you.
Yeah. We'll see. Let's just see what we got here. 1 second.
Love
Yeah,
it.
well, thank you. It's a mess right now,
It's
so
a
I
little
don't.
mess.
Yeah,
Not a big
it's-
mess. It'll be
Yeah,
better. They
it's-
know what you're like.
Yeah, it's not done. It's about 60%. Like that lot of that stuff might not even end up in the final kind of thing. It's just me riffing, and just kind of going over. That's what I do. Like when I write, what I do is I just riff. I just come up with stuff, and I'm like, I like that, but I didn't like that. Maybe that'll be a good release kind of thing. Maybe I'll do later when I go back down or whatever. And sometimes I just want to build a little energy or whatever. And I don't know. I just find things that I really like, and I'll keep that. And then I find other things that are great setups or exit ramps for the things that I really like too, and they serve their purpose. And then I got to find a way to string them all together after I arrange what order I'm going to play them in. So it's a lot, I'm super picky about what I do.
It is.
Yeah, it's crazy. It takes me forever to finalize a solo because I don't know. Part of it's because I don't know theory. But
Takes you a minute.
takes me a minute. Yeah.
96 says, yeah, I was going to sell my HX Stomp for some pedals to go with my new head. Decided against that.
Yeah, good decision, man. I mean, seriously, like the effects that are in the Helix are they're great. I mean, are there some pedals out there that have things that the Helix doesn't? Yeah. So you can always add them because the HX Stomp and the HX Effects, they have effects loops on them. So you can still add pedals to them if you want. So, I mean, the thing is with these products is they weren't made to replace your amps. That's the thing that the community gets wrong so much, that it was made to work with your gear, and the amp models that are in there are decent, but it's a much better platform to be the hub of your gear as opposed to one to replace it.
Dean says that, and to see what shoes Kari is wearing. Oh, Dean Harkness says, rough smuff. These are the deep cuts. We love hearing this. That's why we come every weekend. And to see what shoes Kari is wearing. Right?
Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that I want to put on the Patreon page when we start it is...
what shoes I'm wearing?
Yeah. Well, I guess if
Can
people
have a little page of Kari's shoes.
I can do that too. Yeah, we can do that. But I want to do like behind the scenes stuff. So I guess So here's what I'm going to do. So since we brought that topic back up, I'm going to do the rough cuts. I'll show like stuff that I'm working on and that it's a work in progress. And show maybe how I write things. So the reason why I show that is because I want people that struggle like I do with theory and stuff like that to feel like they're not alone. Like, oh wow, so I'm not the only one that has
Started on a string.
Yeah, that I'm not the only one that just has a bunch of riffs that I like, but it takes me a while to configure them and string them together and put them in order. Like I'm not the only one. So I'll do that. And I'm a huge behind-the-scenes person. Like, a lot of times when I get, like, concert on DVD, I'll watch the behind-the-scenes stuff before I watch the concert itself, because that, to me, is better. I'm all about the Easter eggs. So I'll do that, and I'll also, included on the Patreon page, will be, when I go to Motor City, I can film myself going to get whatever product that I'm going to get for that Wednesday night. And how we picked it and the discussion that we had about it. And then I'll also film, as soon as I come down here and hook the amp up, I'll hit record on the deck here, and I'll just play it for the first time and tell you what I'm thinking. And then I'll also dial it in and sound check it with the mixes, and you get to see like what goes into that. And I'll give you my raw thoughts about the amplifier before we go live. And so that's a nice little... Hopefully, it's something that you guys would enjoy. So,
Kyle Alexander stopped in. He says, "What's up, Jarrod? Miss you, man.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Called you a show off."
What's going on, buddy? I hope things are going well for you. It's been a long time.
Bruce Clark says, "I've been using the Strymon Dig with 2 presets. It's good, but needs more."
Ah, yes.
Ooh, Bobby. He says, "Do you guys ever contemplate a comedy rock show? You gotta believe in yourself. Awesome playing."
Actually, I make enough mistakes to be a comedy
rock show. Honestly, I think that if we ever did go back out and play again, like the combination of us talking and
Yeah.
kind of vibing off of each other is,
I think it would be more fun.
yeah,
I
more
mean,
fun for me. That's the hardest part for me is the talking part, by myself anyway.
yeah, it's definitely something that, well, that's why we want to do the clinics.
Yeah.
So we can go up and hang out. And the thing is with the clinics, I would rather do a clinic than a concert any day because we get to hang out with you guys. Even while we're up there doing our thing, I mean, we get to actually interact with people and have that kind of thing. Because that's the thing with this show is like it's a relationship, you know. I don't want to just be like this separated performer type person, and neither does she. We want to actually interact. I mean, that's the part what we love so much about Sunday nights is that we actually get to interact with you. And when I'm doing Wednesday nights, it's the same thing. I actually get to interact with you guys as opposed to shoot a video and I'm not really interacting. I'm just on camera and I'm like talking into a lens, but I know there's nobody there. So you have to like trick yourself into thinking there's somebody there because there will be, you know, when they watch it. So when you're live, it's just a different energy. It just feels a lot better.
Christopher says, I love how content Kari looks watching Jarrod play. Her enjoyment is infectious.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're selling it for me. I appreciate
Selling
it.
it. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
I appreciate it.
Sven says that last acoustic part sounds so Dream Theater-ish.
Ah. Thank you. Yeah, it's got that, you know, thank you. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that I'm working on with that, and I was kind of going for, like, I'm not a big blues player. I love the blues. I think it's amazing, but I like do my own version of it, and I wanted to do something that's a little more worldly on it, you know, that's a little Spanishy and kind of like that, just to kind of add a different flavor to it.
What's my favorite flavor?
Yeah, she likes the Spanish
favorite
guitar
flavor.
stuff. Yeah, so just stuff like that, just to change it up. You know?
Hesher wants to know if you took guitar lessons when you started out, or if you learned yourself.
I learned myself. I've never taken. I've taken one lesson, and it was so boring.
But you had a big old fuzz on your finger.
I took one lesson. It was so boring. I never went back. You know.
Jarrod has ADD.
Yeah, I can't.
He can't sit still or pay attention.
Yeah,
He's a doer.
Yeah, I'm more of a put it in my hands and I'll figure it out kind of person. You know, than, you know, the guy gave me homework and stuff, and I get it. He was not a bad guy. He did his job and he did a good job at it. I'm just not cut out for a classroom. I got my CPL, like what, about a month ago.
Yeah.
That was an 8-hour class, and I was dreading it. I'm like, oh, God, and I'm excited about getting my CPL, but,
sitting still all day in
sitting
one
in
room.
a classroom to, you know, it just, oh my God, it sucked, you know. But actually, the class was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
but
there's stories that you got to hear.
Yeah, I was dreading it, but.
Yeah. Dean Harkness says, I really would love to be able to download these songs so I can jam while driving. They're stuck in my head a lot anyway.
Well, thank you. I mean, I'd be happy to. I still got to put together a recording session of all these where I go in and do a professional recording session on them.
Should get with TJ.
Yeah.
TJ help you.
Yeah, I could do that for you guys. It's definitely on my list. I want to do it in the future, but you know, I have red light syndrome. I really do. Like when I get in the studio, my hands tense up more, and it's hard for me to relax.
You need a drink first.
Yeah, I need.
You should try it once.
Yeah, I probably
Seriously.
should. Yeah, go in there, have about 3 shots. Go in there and knock it out. Because it's weird. Live, it's different because, like, I have no choice. I have to play it.
Yeah.
I don't get a second take. I have to perform live. But in the studio, I tense up more, and I have red light syndrome. And I honestly hate recording in the studio. I loathe it. It's one of the things that I got to get over.
Jay says, Tone Wars storytellers. He says, I have a new large Bluetooth speaker for the patio, and everything you're doing tonight sounds pretty badass with it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you.
I bet. So when were we coming over?
Yeah, where's that invite? Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it very much.
Dean Harkness, I've always connected more with music by people who've done documentaries. Metallica, Motley Crue, where you get to know the people behind.
Yeah, I'm the same
songs.
way. Like I said, I'm more interested in the how it's made than seeing what's made. I love Like even the you know that show How It's Made.
Yes.
Oh my God! I watched this one episode how they made Guinness, and by the time the show was over, how they roasted the
You went out and bought some Guinness.
yeah, well they roasted the hops and they took them out and the guy was like smelling them and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this looks so good. I literally went out and bought a 6-pack of Guinness afterwards. I'm like, I have to go get some of this, and I've already had it before, but it made me even want it even more, you know, and I love that stuff so much. So I want to. Hopefully, like with the Patreon, I want to be able to do that for you guys, and I hope I make it interesting enough for you guys, you know, so that you'll enjoy watching it, you know. So I'll do the best I can with it. It just takes a little time to make it happen, you know.
Jeffrey Bonko has a request. He said, will you do a video comparing the Badlander and JP2C?
Yes, I will. That was next on my list.
He says, I'd be very interested in that since JP2C is the other amp I considered before getting the Badlander.
Yes, I will definitely do that. It's a great suggestion. And when I put up the Royal Atlantic versus the JP, was it yesterday? I think I put up yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, well, next. Excuse me, I gotta go on. Next, I'm gonna put it up against the JP because that, dude, I'm telling you, the JP, it's a high-end, very expensive amp, but it's if you're willing to spend the money, it's another no-brainer. Like it's amazing, you know. I absolutely love that amplifier, especially through the G12K100s.
Jay says, you guys are always invited. Get the hell over here.
Get over here.
Won't you be surprised when we show up
Yeah,
in an
exactly. Hey, what's for dinner?
I have to bring her jammies, though. I got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I do, too.
Well, it's 9:04.
Yeah.
We have been here for
almost
couple
2
hours.
hours. Yeah, almost 2 hours. Yeah, so I mean, so the blues, whatever that's, I don't have a name for it yet, but that should be ready by hopefully Wednesday night. You know, if I go live with something, hopefully I'll have something for you on that. And next Sunday we'll have the community jam. Bobcat's song will be on there, and whoever else that sends me one, and then I'll send out the next community jam for you guys. Which will be Missing You, which is also another favorite of Kari's. And that's
I'm super sappy, aren't I?
Yeah, you are kind of sappy.
I'm super sappy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really trying to work hard on getting some new mixes for you guys because I don't want you to get sick of these.
I'm not sick of them.
Well, I'm not either.
I might take them for granted from time to time.
Well,
I'm not sick of them.
I'm not either because it's like what they asked Neil Peart from Peart. That's actually how you say his name, Neil Peart. That's from Rush. They asked him, "Don't you ever get tired of playing Tom Sawyer?" He's like, "No, because every time I play it, I get an opportunity to see if I can still play it right, and it's always a challenge for me." So that's the same thing with all these mixes. They're always a challenge. So I never get sick of them. But, yeah, so hopefully the bluesy one will be done very soon. It's about, I don't know, 70%, I guess. I just got to arrange it a little better. And then who knows when I'm going to go live with on Wednesday. I have no idea because I'm waiting for the Rev to come back.
Oh, probably isn't going to be here that fast.
No,
right?
no,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be at least a week and a half, 2 weeks before I see it.
Bobby Lecky says he'll try to find some time for the jam track this week. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
please do.
I mean, we did the official release was last week, but we got one this week, so we're gonna play it and
I already
get it in by Sunday.
Did I send it to him? I think I did.
Yeah, well, he must have. 'Cause
Yeah.
he said he'd work on it.
Yeah, so yeah, if you got time, man, we're looking forward to see what you got on that. Send it over, and I'll put you on the Sunday night stream next week. So for sure, yeah, we'll always love having you guys on. Again, we enjoy it because it gives us it gives us
Different perspective.
Yeah, it gives us different perspective, and it gives us more content.
Yeah.
You know, so we can
And I
just
feel
sit
like
back
you
and
guys
enjoy
like it too.
Yeah.
The first one, geez,
That was good.
Yeah.
That was really good. This one's different because they're playing rhythm and lead.
Yeah.
So it's a little different.
Make it easier next time.
Yeah, but the next one is just leads. So I think that'll be kind of fun for you guys. We'll go back to doing that. You know, we can always do the bluesy one again too, because that's always fun.
Bruce Clark says Kari's so sweet and a good singer. Oh, if you only knew me, Bruce.
Yeah. As soon as the camera's off, she's like, she's like punching me in the face and throwing my guitars around.
Yeah, you can see how often I throw those around.
Yeah, look how scratched up they are.
I wouldn't be here if I even touched one of those guitars.
No, she's awesome. We've worked together for a long time. So
Very long time.
yeah, it's like this. It's weird. Like when we start any project, anything, it's like we don't really have to say anything. We just know what each other's.
You're in. Okay,
yeah,
I'm in.
Yeah, and like you'll do your thing and I'll do mine, and I don't know. It's just this weird kind of thing that happens. So it always works out. So yeah, yep. She's definitely a breath of fresh air.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Dean says, I'd love to hear Kari and Jarrod do the old Berlin song, Take My Breath Away. Oh, I love that song.
We're working on one right now. What's it called again?
Wicked Games.
Wicked Games. Oh.
He loves that guitar riff.
That guitar riff, man. Do
you have the right guitar to do the little one part? The one little part?
Yeah. Hang on one second. I got to switch channels.
I don't know why I'm not tired and begging you to get off right now.
Yeah. All right, hang on one second, guys. Like I said, it's a work in progress.
Wait!
Yeah, it's a work in progress. I haven't played it in a week, but I was like, where do I go? Yeah, it's one of those songs, like, honestly.
It's overlooked. I feel like it's overlooked.
That is the sexiest freaking guitar riff ever written. It is. It literally is. And once I nail it and get it down, I mean, man, that's like a mating call. Right? If you're a single dude and if you're at a nightclub, all you have to do is do that, and all the women are dropping their drinks going, where is he?
This is what he dreams of.
Yeah, exactly. But don't play it how I did. Play it better. I'm still getting to know it. It's just such a great riff, you know.
Dean Harkness says it's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. That's baby making music. You're going to make a bunch of little Herculeses with that.
Berlin song, though.
Yeah.
We got to do that.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Christopher says, thanks for another awesome Sunday. Love hanging with you two and the crew. Have an awesome night and a fabulous week.
Thank you. You too.
Sean Casey, good night. Good show tonight.
Thank you very much. Thanks so much for hanging with us.
Dean, why you call him a flamingo?
Flamenco playing.
Oh, flamenco. He plays flamenco. Bobby Lucky says it didn't work for me. I love it.
Oh, come on, man.
Bruce says we played the hard rock version of Wicked Games Drop D last night, and people loved it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a great song, man. I'm telling you, it's just one of those songs that doesn't get enough credit. But it's one of those songs that as soon as they bust it out, everyone's like, oh, I know that song. And it's just an amazing song. Video was pretty good, too. Yeah, it really was. It's a great freaking song. It really is.
Hasta la vista, baby, from Bobcat.
Hasta la vista. All right, well, hey, we've been on for about 2 hours. And, guys, thank you so very much for hanging with us tonight, putting up with all my crappy playing towards the end there. Yeah. But thank you very much. You know, we literally do look forward to this every week, you know, and we're honored and privileged to have you guys here. Because we know, I mean, I say this all the time, and I hope it doesn't get old, but I mean it. We know that there's other things you can be doing, other channels you can be watching. And the fact that you chose to hang out with us tonight, it just means a lot to us, you know. We really appreciate that. We'll never take that for granted, you know. I mean, like I always say, every day's a gift. And thank you so much for spending part of yours with us. So, But I'll be live this Wednesday. I don't know with what, but I'll have to figure it out. So.
Yeah, have a great week, you guys. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Stay safe. We'll see you next week.
All right. God bless you guys. Have a great night. Okay. We'll see you all soon.